Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. So today I'm just setting up for a recording session. I've got 2 tunes to do, and I just thought I'd show you through my setup and how I'm going to do this. So the first tune is a Latin thing. It's nylon string guitar. So using this Ibanez nylon string. I have a clip-on tuner because tuning's really important to me. I take a DI out and I go direct into Logic. I'll show you that in a minute. And I run an IR in Logic through the DI just to makes the acoustic sound a little more natural. That mid-range thing is annoying. I also run a mic. This is an AKG C451EB. It's a vintage mic. And what I do basically is I have it right here in front of me and I point it at this point here. That seems to be the most natural. I find if you're down here, it gets boomy. Up here is too twangy. Like, that's the sweet spot, right? At least in terms of what I want the microphone to hear. And then, as I said, the DI goes in. So they've sent through some stuff for this chart, for this song. So there's a chart that's come through. I'll show you that. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, there we go. So guitar players, if you don't read music, it's probably a good idea to learn if you want to do this stuff. So there's the second page and there's the third page. So as you can see out of that, I have to read it, right? And I have to do this today. I've got to get it done. I've got other things to work on, so I'm just going to read it down. I won't read it first time. I'll go through it a couple of times. It's in E minor. Hayden, the producer of this track, he's done a good job of transcribing a lot of it, so that, because originally he was like, do you want a chart or do you just want to learn it for yourself? And I was like, man, send a chart because it's quicker for me. And also too, if there's anything I've learnt wrong and I record it and I put it down and then we have to go back and replace it, that's just annoying. I'd rather he just did it. So he did, and he's done a great job. He's a great musician. So there's that one. So I will record this guitar. Like I said, the microphone plus the DI, they've sent through a click track and some reference tracks, so I kind of know how it's supposed to go and what's supposed to go where and what have you. And the other chart I've got is a Tina Turner medley. So for that I will play electric guitars, probably primarily my AZ model, which is a sort of super strat, if you will. It's a 3 single coil guitar with a humbucker in the bridge, and I'll just go direct into my Fractal. My Fractal just lives right there. It's an FM9. I much prefer to just record with the Fractal nowadays for electric guitar. I probably could use acoustic through it too. I've got my basement over there. As you can see, I've got that out because I just changed the tube in it. I'll post a short about that to show you the insides of it. It's pretty cool. But this is the tube from New Zealand Tubes. Really great. So I've got a TAD 5751. Apparently low noise. It's been a bit microphonic, but I prefer the Fractal because for one, I don't want to wear headphones, and maybe I can make the amp sound better, maybe not. Sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes, like if the amp's on low volume, you need to crank the shit out of it to get it to really sound good. Then I'd much rather just use the Fractal because it's easier and quicker for that. And I find by the time I've mucked around with mics on it and got them how I want, by then, like a lot of times the inspiration to play is gone. Do you know what I mean? And then I need another sound, I need it real quick, and so I have to mess around with something else or get another amp out. So a lot of times I find like sessions like this, it's financially not worth spending the time on recording a real amp on it because I can get a really good job done with the Fractal. But also, I don't have to wear headphones. The whole process is just much nicer with the Fractal. So no headphones, I can just grab a guitar. So generally what I do with the Fractal is I set up one sound, usually a cleanish kind of sound, and then I'll swap guitars. I've got a bunch of guitars back there, as you can see. But on this one, I can see it primarily being the AZ because it's more that Tina Turner-y type thing. Or my AR520 for that, some of the more 335 or Les Paul type tracks. But that's going to be the sounds. I know that music, so they didn't send a chart through for the Tina Turner one. He was like, do you want me to? And I'm like, nah, don't worry, I'll just go and listen to it. What I'll do is I'll probably just make like a cheat sheet. So it'll be something like this, where this is one of my tunes, but I'll probably just like chuck this on, chuck the tune on, write it out as it goes. Normally I'd write these kind of more as numerals, so 1 chord, 4 chords, so on, to change keys. But in this instance I don't need to worry about that because I know I'm just going to record it this once and be done. So I'll make it like a little cheat sheet to kind of, so I know the form. It just speeds up the process. I'll listen to the recordings. I'll probably spend about 10-15 minutes on all of that and then be ready to go and put the parts down, and whatever else needs to be done. Then I usually fire the stuff off to the producer or arranger or whoever's contacted me. I send them the parts as WAV files, usually via Dropbox or whatever, and then they either come back and they say, oh, could you add this part because we wanted this bit as well, or they say, yeah, that's good, we're good to go. Most of the time it's like it's good to go because they've specified what they want before I start. Yeah, so it's a pretty simple setup, really. I like things simple because I like to work fast. I just want to get this done, and I find the more I mess around with it, the more uninspired I become. Take after take after take doesn't make things better for me. It usually gets worse, if anything. So, anyway, thanks for watching. My name's Nick Granville. I'm a session musician, gigging musician in Wellington, New Zealand. So I really appreciate you all watching. Thanks so much, and I'll post tomorrow. See you then. Cheers.